Fertile grounds, barren solutions. For thousands of years, the human population remained relatively low, reaching 1 billion only around the year 1800. However, after this milestone, population growth accelerated rapidly. It took only 123 years for the population to double to 2 billion, and just 47 years to double again. Since the 1970s, an additional billion people have been added approximately every 12 years. The concept of overpopulation has been debated for centuries. In 1798, Thomas Malthus warned that population growth could outpace food supply, leading to mass starvation and conflict. This view influenced many 20th century environmentalists, who feared a population bomb causing widespread disease, poverty, and environmental damage. However, these predictions haven't fully materialized. Humans have managed to increase Earth's capacity to sustain more people through advancements in science and agriculture. Despite these achievements, the current methods of feeding 7 billion people may not be scalable for a population of 10 billion. Food production and distribution are uneven across the globe, with some areas having excess while others face shortages. This issue is made worse by political boundaries and a large portion of agricultural produce being used to feed livestock. For instance, a third of all crops are used for livestock, which occupy 80% of agricultural land, but provide only 20% of our calories. Beef production is particularly inefficient, requiring 10 times as much land per unit of protein as grains or eggs. There is a limit to how many people the Earth can feed, regardless of agricultural methods. Population growth trends have shifted over time. Historically, high birth rates were offset by high death rates, so populations remained stable. But from the 1700s onwards, improvements in agriculture, transportation, public health, and economic conditions led to lower death rates. People continued to have many children, which resulted in rapid population growth. Over time, as more children survived to adulthood and women's education and opportunities improved, birth rates began to decline and population growth slowed down. When both birth and death rates remain low, populations stabilize or even start to shrink. As the global population grows, it's imperative to address the resulting environmental impacts. The increasing demand for natural resources such as water, land, and energy is causing significant issues. Water scarcity affects agriculture and billions of people, and deforestation for agricultural expansion makes climate change worse. The rise in energy needs also leads to higher carbon emissions, making the shift to renewable sources such as solar and wind power essential. Effective resource management is crucial, involving not only more efficient agriculture, but also practices such as recycling, waste reduction, and improved energy usage. Innovations such as precision farming and water-saving irrigation systems are critical in meeting the needs of a growing population. Addressing these challenges is vital, not just for resource provision, but also for ensuring the Earth remains a habitable and thriving environment for future generations. While developed countries have seen population growth slow or stop, many developing nations are still experiencing rapid growth. However, these nations are transitioning faster than developed nations did in the past. For example, it took the United Kingdom 95 years to halve its birth rate, while Brazil achieved this in 26 years, and Iran in just 10. Birth rates are falling globally, and it's unlikely that the Earth's population will reach 12 billion. By 2100, the population is expected to peak at between 9 and 12 billion. There are effective ways to manage population growth. Increasing women's access to education is crucial, as it leads to lower birth rates, better children's health, and more effective family planning. Empowering women not only slows population growth, but also reduces greenhouse gas emissions. Developed nations, responsible for a significant portion of climate emissions, need to reduce their impact and support developing nations in adopting cleaner practices. Feeding a future population of 10 billion sustainably is a huge challenge. It will require innovative solutions to avoid further damage to the environment. However, history shows that population growth has natural checks and balances, and humans always seem able to come up with new ideas for staying alive. The human population has grown significantly since the 1800s, challenging traditional views on overpopulation and resource management. The rise in population has been accompanied by scientific and agricultural advancements that have increased the Earth's carrying capacity. However, the current food production and distribution systems are inadequate for a future of 10 billion people. The key to managing this growth lies in empowering women through education, reducing inequalities in food distribution, and adopting more efficient and sustainable agricultural practices. With these measures, it is possible to sustain a larger population without further harm to our planet.